Hey, it's 7 Grains of Salt. Carl Lenz's father and a bit of gematria. I mean, this picture right here, being a pastor and all the tattoos, I could just go over that for starters, but that's not where we're going today, because I've covered that in other videos with him and Justin Bieber and their odd and wrong behavior as a pastor. But since a subscriber mentioned gematria after mentioning his name and also that he was eradicating this COVID completely, that he'd like it eradicated, got me to looking at, of course, the COVID, which I'll do another video on, but also his past. It was very hard to find some things, but let's first look at gematria. Carl Lentz, those are his numbers right there. Very interesting that it mentions with those numbers that the flu ends the USA. His full name is Stephen Carl Lentz, and those are his numbers, 11 and 88. Interesting. Also meaning lockdown, antichrist, and many other things. Those are just the ones that stood out and I put here. But let's go over who's his father. Carl Otto Lenz, his father, of course. Look at that. He was born in Germany. Look, I don't have anything against Germans, just like I don't have anything against all Israelis. It's the ones who are corrupt and evil, and the ones who are trying to kill all of humanity, that especially Christians. Okay, so under his gematria numbers, it says Lucifer, 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 and then it says Anunnaki, sons of God Anu, and also the leader of the Illuminati is me. Interesting indeed. It says that his mother is Marie-Lise Pohl, but in actuality, no. His mother is Ursula Heinrich. Very difficult to find. I had to translate many pages from German to English. These are 3 of the awards that I just looked up. As you can see, I see Knights of Templar, I see Freemasonry, I see many things. But we have to move quickly because there's so much to cover. Yes, he's a part of the CDU, the Christian Democratic Union. Very interesting, to say the least, and all the things that he is a part of, including the European Union. But there is no mention of his siblings, which is very odd. But we'll cover one at least that I found. But all the others are nowhere to be found. I found this article that I translated, and I took pieces where his grandma, brought the kids to their grandfather's castle. So I had to look up the castle, because I almost uploaded this yesterday, but then I got intrigued and thought to myself, let's try to find this place. Before I do, let's look at this interesting article on Otto Lenz. So this article here goes over the fact that he was against the Nazis. He helped the Jews, several, to stay in safety. He is a lawyer. I'm not particularly loving the lawyers, especially when it comes to Hillary Clinton. But anyway, he helped the Jews, but he also tried to assassinate Hitler. They got caught, and his friend got executed. He, being a lawyer, was able to bring it to court, and he got 4 years in prison. But then the Russians came in and released him, but also jailed him again because they thought he was a spy. Very interesting. I'll add the link to this for you guys. And this another article that goes over the same things, talking about their past, also that they were united with the Catholics. Maybe there was only the 2 sides back then, I'm not sure, but I'll add the link so you can see all the information and find more on him. I'll also add this interesting article of Otto Lenz, so his father, so Carl Otto Lenz's father, who also was a lawyer and a part of the CDU, died in Naples, Italy, after returning from Africa, and had come down with malaria. Well, he passed away very shortly after in Italy. Others seem to say from another article that they felt like he was killed. So, very interesting past of his, indeed. So, as I said, the only one I could find was the sister of Carl Otto Lenz, who's Emil Lenz. She's also in the European Economic Community. So they're not just regular Joes. No. These are high up in the European Union. Interesting. And about their castle that they said was ruined, I don't see it being ruined. Sure, it had here, it said that it was ruined and they restored it. Here's the updated picture of it. This is the one on the left, apparently, and unless that's the same one, I'm not sure. No, this is, yeah, so this is the one on the left, and this is the one on the right that was restored. And it's still there, and they will not share who owns these. Interesting indeed. So he was awarded many awards. These are the ones listed in English. But in German, look at that. There's 2 extra that they didn't reveal in English. Maybe by accident. I don't know. I'm just saying. So 2001, 2014. He's still working and being recognized in Germany. See that? Very interesting indeed. What bothered me about this was the wording, colored the circle deep black. I tried to ask today on another YouTube site if anyone knew of what that meant. Couldn't figure it out. Well, that's the wording they used as they gave him the gold, which is something that they share with people who are awarded these, who have contributed to the construction, development, and prestige of the European Union. Okay, I don't know. All I know is this is what I found, and it was extremely hard to find information about then their parents from then on. So, color the circle deep black. I had to look into that. Tried even looking in Masonic books about it. Of course, Masonic symbolism of the point within the circle, and that the Mason are regarded an individual, like on the inside of the circle, and it's restricted by the boundaries of their duties. I don't know. And then, of course, black, we all can understand it means darkness, death, and the underworld. And, of course, just like they worship the black box, right? Saturn, to all those who have researched. No. And the obelisk is also within the circle, as you can see, and they have this 8-step path of enlightenment. But we're not going to get into all that. This video would go on and on because, they talk in code, and sometimes for us who are not inside their groups, or it's challenging, to say the least, to figure out what they're doing and what they're trying to show us. All I know is something's wrong, and his past goes as far as Otto Lenz, and then his grandfather might even be Emil Lenz and Maria Lenz. Might have to look into that one day again, but that's for another time. All I can tell them right now is repent, because time is short. I don't know what's coming up and what's going on, but they really need to get right with God, if they were even ever of us, which I'm having my doubts. But his father did help the Christians, so have to give him the benefit of the doubt at this point. I'm not sure. All I can say is pray, stay vigilant, and stay close to Christ. Just weird and chaotic things. All right. God bless. Till next time.